The Texas Longhorns are 6.5-point underdogs to the Georgia Bulldogs this Saturday in a critical SEC game with SEC championship implications, with college football playoff implications. Texas is alive for all these things, by the way. And if they can put everything together, not only can they win this game and win the Lone Star Showdown with Texas A&M, but they can win it all. You heard it here first. Although you probably heard it first from Bald Father Betts if you've been paying attention. Wonderful show. Awesome Longhorns fan. Very objective about it, though. You wouldn't know that he's a Longhorns fan in the same way that many of you probably wouldn't know that I'm a Michigan fan when I talk about him. But anyway, enough of that being said. Here's why Texas should beat Georgia. They're 6.5-point underdogs, and they have several reasons why not only they should cover, but win this game in Athens. You might be thinking to yourself, well, Steve Sarkisian can't beat Kirby Smart. He hasn't beaten Kirby Smart. I think Kirby Smart's a better head coach, but there are some areas where Texas has a matchup edge over the Bulldogs, one of them being the passing mismatch. Texas's passing offense, I'm telling you, with how Arch Manning has been playing recently, and with how the offensive line seems to have gelled together, right now their passing offense combined and average with their passing defense is greater than Georgia's average in those two categories. If Texas can make this a game about passing the football, they have a really good chance to win, especially since they've been able to match the special teams that Georgia has produced, upgrading their kicker and punter. That's Jack Bomeister and Mason Shipley, bringing them in. But that passing game mismatch is big for the Texas Longhorns. Offensive chemistry is something, too, that I already have alluded to, but let me go more in detail. Texas ran for over 4 yards per carry on a Vanderbilt team that is top 25 in run defense. They were top 25 in sacks per game, too, before that matchup, and I think Texas held them to maybe one or two, just off the top of my head. Manning didn't get pressured all that much, and he had a really good game. The offensive line has improved. They, against Mississippi State and Vanderbilt and that second half of the Oklahoma game, had a ton of success offensively. I like where they're headed. And I think that maybe off of the bye, getting some players back healthy, resting the team after having that whole month stretch without a home game and then having that big Vanderbilt win, if maybe they come out against Georgia and show their best version of themselves all year. And it's not like Georgia's invincible. If this were 2021 Georgia, this channel will make you a college football expert and help you enjoy watching games and make more accurate predictions. So what are you waiting for? Like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment your thoughts, and watch the video all the way through so that you can get the full package. And check the description and pinned comment for more ways to help yourself and this channel. I would pick Georgia to win by 3 to 4 touchdowns, maybe even 5. That's how big of a difference I think that 2021 Georgia has to the rest of just the good teams of 2025. But that isn't the case here. This is not Georgia of 4 or 5, 3 years ago. It's not. This Georgia team, will improved from last year in a variety of areas, is closer to last year's team than the teams that came before the 2024 squad. And this Texas team is closer to your 2024 and 2023 squad than it is to your 2022 or 2021 Texas teams. The offensive line, brush over it again really quickly, it seems to be finding itself. Trevor Gooseby and DJ Campbell are graded very highly per Pro Football Focus. They look good on film. Campbell has been praised for the entire year, and I think Gooseby has come on as the season has progressed. Georgia can't really get to the quarterback. They struggle to get pressure. So that, combined with the passing mismatch and everything just kind of coming together, makes me really love Texas here. For context, I did pick Georgia to win, but I did pick Texas to cover. And if not for that Kirby Smart, Steve Sarkisian coaching mismatch, I can certainly tell you that I think I would have picked Texas to win here. I do think Texas is live, just can't quite push that big red button to pick them to win. The run defense, they only allow 3.78 yards per carry. That's 6th. And they allow negative 0.19 EPA per rushing attempt, which is 4th. It is a run defense that is about at the same level as Georgia's, and Georgia has an elite run defense. So what if this run defense, especially with Taff back at safety, is good enough to where they can shut down Georgia's rushing attack and make it a passing game between an improving, more confident Arch Manning and Gunnar Stockton? What if? Because if that's the case, then I really love Texas's chances here, especially since with a healthy Michael Taff back, the DBs and the secondary and the passing defense will improve. That I know for sure. So those are some reasons why Texas should beat Georgia. If you are a Longhorn fan, you should feel quietly good about this game. Doesn't mean that you will win. There's a reason Georgia's favored by more than 3 points, and that says they'll be favored on a neutral field if they played there. But there are reasons why you should feel confident here about winning. Again, I'm not picking them to, but those are the reasons why Texas should beat Georgia. This should be a wonderful game. 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. This should be a wonderful night game, way to close out what should already be a pretty excited Saturday slate full of chaos. Thank you for watching. It's my mission on College Football with Sam to make you the most informed, knowledgeable, and entertained fan as possible. We aren't perfect, but we hit the nail on the head more often than we hit our thumb with the hammer. Make sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment, and if you're here, you've probably already watched the whole video. So thank you for doing those things.